things. There are no real things. When you say this is a room, but it's not a room. It's just a label. It's just a label. When you say there is a mountain, there are mountains. There are no real mountains. So mountains are just labels in the story to decorate the story. When you say there is Michael Jeffries, that's just a that's just a story. There's no real Michael Jeffries. There's just this. So it's already empty. Everything is empty. It's not as it seems to be. It's not as there's no Lyra, there's no Nkosi who's talking to anybody. There's just already this, which is nothing appearing as that. So in the story, it may seem as if there are many things, there are many things. There is a world, there are people, there are birds flying, animals, you know. But that's as it is already this. So it's empty in the sense that there isn't anyone, there's no one behind anything. There's no real, it's not real. It seems to be real, but it's not real. It's just an appearance.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just an appearance. It's not real. It's empty. It's not solid. It seems to be solid, but it's not really solid. It's just an appearance. It's empty. In the story, it may seem as if it's real, it's solid, it's going. If there is a movement, it may seem, oh, someone is going somewhere. But there's no one who's really going anywhere. It's just this wholeness, uh, vastness appearing to dance, you know, appearing to move, but it's never really moving to anywhere. There's nowhere to get to. There's nothing to be done. So this spacious aliveness is already appearing as what seems to be people moving around, talking. It's already this aliveness, boundless aliveness, spacious aliveness appearing as that. So there is no real separate life that belongs to somebody. There is no possessor of life. There's just life appearing as everything, appearing as a man, appearing as a woman, a child, a dog, sky, space. Yet this can never really be described. There can never be any uh, real, accurate description. This is beyond any description. This is nothing. This is worthless. Words themselves can never really describe what this is. This is unknowable. That's which seems that's which seems to be looking for this. That's which seems to to want to know this is already unknowable, appearing as that. There is already no one who wants to know. There's just this appearing as somebody who wants to know. What seems to be the knower is already the unknown, appearing as that. There is no real knower to know anything. There is already no one to know that there is no one here.
So I'm just gonna say, like, this will never really make sense to what wants to understand. What's trying to understand and saying like, well, that makes sense and this doesn't make sense. But I don't know, like, I guess people say that like they didn't ever understand, I guess. But just stop trying to understand or whatever, not intentionally, but um like this that keeps trying to understand and make things fit together so that it's satisfied can never be satisfied. It seems, I don't know. I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
this doesn't seem to be satisfied with any answer, like, but I don't know, maybe that's no more significant than the plant that I'm staring at. Looking at a plant sitting over there, like it doesn't matter anymore than the plant. I don't know.
yeah, there's just this, the tree. When you look at the tree is not trying to understand anything. The tree is not trying to do anything. It's not waiting for anything to happen. It's not expecting anything to happen. It's just is. It's just there. So there's just this appearing as something trying to find it. There's never really anything that can really find this or collapse or fall away. There's just this. There's nobody here.
What
Yes,
just
Peter?
occurred was this may be way out of the ballpark. So, in a sense, that's how babies or animals are, right? Or the plant at Layla's place and so on. It just is. And so, evolution somehow, apparently, we evolved and grew these brains and, started to do a lot of fancy things to reflect and to just do a lot of complex things. And I'm somehow trying to reconcile that with evolution, that 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 there are living things that evolved, and basically now you're saying, well, we might as well. It's no different, and animals are actually, in terms of, if this was a doctrine, it's not a doctrine, I know, but if non-duality was the way to be, then animals are much better at it. Like animals are not trying to figure things out. they just live. Our plants, as we just covered.
Yeah,
So to grow a brain and try to understand it seems like a futile evolution in life.
yeah, but even when there's an attempt that appears or happens, that an attempt to understand this, it's just this as well, appearing as an attempt, as trying. There is already nobody who's trying to understand. It's just this appearing as that. It's the same as birds chirping, chip 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 chip. So trying to understand is the same. It's just, you know, if you were to to establish your own language, and say when the bird is chirping, is saying chip chip chip. Maybe the bird is asking a question, no, and it. So I'm trying to say is the same. The question or trying to understand, thinking is the same as bird chirping. So it doesn't really mean anything, go anywhere. It's just what's happening, and it's not being done by anybody.
Yeah, and it seems like what I was asking was just a story that occurred, or an imagination, or I pursued some kind of a thought, which is neither here nor there. It's just a
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, it's just a thought. You have never done anything. You didn't do anything. You never done anything. You never think anything. You never suggest anything. This just what's happening. It's just what's happening.